3 minutes ago. They told us this day would never come. For years, the Washington establishment has operated under a single, unbreakable rule. You can fight over taxes, you can fight over borders, but you never ask about the list. But 3 minutes ago, inside the Senate Judiciary Committee, that rule was broken. What you are about to see is not just a hearing. It is not just a confirmation battle. It is the moment the deep state realized the game was over. The mainstream media is showing you the shouting matches. They are showing you the sound bites, but they are hiding the silence. And it is in the silence where the truth is screaming. Watch closely. This isn't just a question. This is a trap. And for the first time in his career, Kash Patel blinked. To understand why this moment is shattering the internet right now, you have to understand who is sitting across from him. That is not just Congressman Ted Lieu. That is a former active duty JAG officer, a military prosecutor, a man who spent his entire early career learning the art of the perjury trap. He knows that you don't catch a target by shouting. You catch them by whispering. You catch them by asking the one question they cannot answer without incriminating themselves. Look at the setup. Most senators ask long, rambling speeches. They want to hear themselves talk. But Lieu is silent. He waits. He watches the hands. He watches the eyes. He is hunting. He isn't asking about policy. He isn't asking about the budget. He goes straight for the jugular. He goes for the Epstein list. Now, pause right here. Look at Kash Patel's face. This is a man who has faced down the entire intelligence community. He has declassified documents that would make grown men tremble. He is known as the trigger man for the next administration. He is supposed to be unbreakable. But when the word list enters the room, the atmosphere changes. The air leaves the room. Watch his eyes shift. In psychology, we call this the baseline deviation. For 3 hours, Kash has been aggressive, leaning forward, attacking. But the moment the client list is mentioned, he freezes. He leans back. He breaks eye contact. Why? Because he knows this isn't a political question. It's a legal landmine. If he says, yes, I will release the names, he is signing a death warrant for half of Washington, D.C. He is threatening the most powerful bankers, politicians, and intelligence assets in the Western world. He becomes a target. But if he says no, he betrays the very movement that put him there. He proves that he is just another swamp creature protecting the elite. He is trapped. And Ted Lieu knows it. Listen to the specific phrasing Lieu uses. He doesn't ask, will you look into it? He asks for a commitment, a binary choice, yes or no. This is the JAG officer technique. It strips away the gray area. It forces the target into a corner where every exit is rigged with explosives. And this is where the panic sets in. Not the screaming kind of panic, the quiet kind. The kind where your throat goes dry and your mind races through 1,000 scenarios in a split second. You can see Patel calculating. He is running the war game in his head. Who is watching this? Is the DOJ listening? Is the president watching? The silence you hear in this clip is louder than any scream. That 3-second pause is the sound of the entire establishment holding its breath. Why is this 180 seconds of footage going viral? Because for the first time, we are seeing the cracks in the armor. We are seeing that even the declassification king has lines he is afraid to cross. What is on that list that makes a man like Kash Patel hesitate? What names are so dangerous that even the future FBI director has to pause and swallow hard before speaking? Is it foreign leaders? Is it people sitting in that very room? Notice how the other senators react. They stop shuffling their papers. They stop looking at their phones. Everyone freezes. They know that if Patel answers this incorrectly, the entire hearing and perhaps the entire administration could derail. Ted Lieu keeps pushing. He senses the blood in the water. He repeats the question. He wants the soundbite. He wants the denial on record, or he wants the promise on record. And this is the tragedy of the moment. We wanted a hero. We wanted someone to walk in there and flip the table. We wanted someone to say, "Yes, I have the names, and I'm reading them right now." But that's not how Washington works. Even the disruptors have to play the game. And in this clip, we see the cold, hard reality of power. The moment Kash Patel realizes that, to get the keys to the castle, he might have to keep the castle's darkest secret. But there is another interpretation. Look at the slight smirk at the end of the clip. Is it fear? Or is it strategy? Is he hesitating because he's scared, or is he hesitating because he knows something Ted Lieu doesn't? Is he thinking, "You have no idea what I'm about to do"? The mainstream media is spinning this as a defeat. They are saying Patel was grilled. They are saying he was exposed. But maybe, just maybe, he was just waiting for the clearance, waiting for the power, waiting for the moment he can stop answering questions and start issuing subpoenas. But one thing is certain. The seal has been broken. The question has been asked in the public record. And now, there is no going back. The clock is ticking. The names are there. The files are there. And after watching this clip, one question remains burning in the minds of every American. When the time comes, will he actually do it? Or was that pause the sign that the secret list will stay secret forever? We are watching the greatest poker game in history, and the chips are your freedom